Good morning, students. We are studying about the chemical properties of acids and bases. In our yesterday class, we discussed about the reaction of acids with metals. Now today, we will see that how bases react with the metals. Students, bases also react with metals to give a salt and hydrogen gas. For example, NaOH, which is sodium hydroxide, this is a base. When react with zinc metal, then we get sodium zincate and hydrogen gas. But one thing we should remember, that not all the metals react with bases. Only the metals like zinc and aluminium react with strong bases. Now our next important reaction is reaction of acids with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates. But before that, student, you should know that what are the metal carbonates and metal bicarbonates. Metal carbonates are formed by reaction of metal salt with CO2 carbon dioxide or with the carbonate of a more reactive metals. Likewise, metal hydrogen carbonate, which is also called metal bicarbonates, are formed by reaction of metal salt with hydrogen carbonate or with a hydrogen carbonate of a more reactive metals. Now here we have a formula of sodium hydrogen carbonate, which is also called sodium bicarbonate. Students, the reaction of acids with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonate we can easily understand with the help of this activity. This activity is also given in your NCERT book, page number 20, figure 2.2. Now for this activity, we arrange the apparatus as shown in diagram. Students, we take a small amount of metal carbonate in test tube A. Then we pour few drops of hydrochloric acid in the test tube. And then we will notice evolution of colorless gas. We pass the evolved gas in another test tube which is already filled with the lime water with the help of this delivery tube. What we will notice? Student, we will notice that the lime water turns colorless. This indicates that the evolved gas is carbon dioxide. The same experiment we can repeat with the sodium hydrogen carbonate, and we will definitely get the same results. These are the reaction: sodium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid, and we get sodium chloride, which is a salt, and carbon dioxide gas and water. And if we repeat the same experiment with sodium hydrogen carbonate with HCl, the same products we will get, that is NaCl, sodium chloride, carbon dioxide and water. Student, in another test tube which is filled with the lime water, these are the reaction which we will see in that test tube. Calcium hydroxide, which is lime water, when get the carbon dioxide, these both react and we get the products calcium carbonate and water. Students, if we pass excess amount of carbon dioxide in lime water, then we get this reaction. Calcium carbonate, which is already we got that just now, which we get with the reaction of calcium hydroxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, so that calcium carbonate and the water which is already present in that test tube, and if now we add some excess amount of carbon dioxide, then we get a single product, that is calcium bicarbonate, or we can call it calcium hydrogen carbonate. So the conclusion is this: all metals carbonate and hydrogen carbonates react with the acids to give a salt, carbon dioxide and water. Here we have few more examples, like calcium carbonate react with HCl and form calcium chloride, which is a salt, carbon dioxide and water. Copper carbonate react with nitric acid, which is HNO3, and the products are copper nitrate, carbon dioxide and water. Student, one thing we should remember, the bases don't react with metal carbonates because metal carbonates have basic nature. So there is no reaction occurred when they are reacted with bases.